I am kind of low on my ego. Kind of low on my ego. Hey guys, just here. So you guys are seeing the finished product of a wash and go, but bam, with GOT2B ultra glued in the black tube. What brought this on, you might wonder? So I am kind of low on my ego. Kind of low on my ego. I am, for real though. So you know what? It's a temporary style. And so at first I had the ideal to just slick it down and do a low sleek bun. I have a link here of me doing it with Ecostyler, the Eco. And I'll link that in the top right here. And I've been using it quite heavy-handedly. So I said, you know what? Got to thinking. Let's use this GOT2B. I have it in for a couple days. I'll never have it in long because when this stuff says it holds, it holds. Without further ado, we're going to get into how I did my wash and go with GOT2B Ultra Glued. All right, y'all. So we into the voiceover. I got 3. Right, so here, this is after I've worked the product throughout my hair. There were still, even at this part, there were still some parts that, especially on that bigger side that I'm working on right now, at this very moment, that I feel wasn't exactly, had enough product on it, but I still kind of proceeded to try to slick this down, a low sleek bun. And you're going to see in a little bit where I become kind of dissatisfied with it. And then you're going to see more specifically that I'm going to start looking at that definition. And I'm going to take out this ouchless scrunchie, you know, without the metal in it. And I'm just going to opt for combing it out. And I went and Lord, why can't I talk? Going for the okie doke, the wash and go look, because that's what it is. And I was trying my best to slick this down. And as you can see, there's some streaks, appears to be some streaks there where it's not smooth all the way through. But you're going to see, I want to start looking at that definition. This is the moment. This is the moment. And I said, you know, I'm just going to comb this out and make it work. And this is me combing through it and then looking at that definition and trying to slick those two parts there to try to get it to slick in place. And I'm trying to, you know, get that volume working on my left side here. You guys right. So as you guys can see, I started off doing a low sleek bun, and then I even tried to switch it to a high sleek bun. But then I got to putting this throughout my hair. When I tell you how quick I decided to just undo, and you guys saw that, decided to undo my low bun I had it in, and it's still a little sticky. So on the bottom it says non-sticky. I kind of begged to do. I saw the definition on this hair. I started slicking in some little places where I wanted to have some volume and have some finesse. We are going to see how long this lasts, because I've only ever put just GOT2B glued and ultra glued in the black bottle, in the black tube. I've only ever used it on my natural hair once. And I'll put a photo in here of when I've tried it, and that was last year when I decided to do a crochet updo. And I swore then, I said to myself then, I almost promised myself, I'm like, I'm never again. I even told several people about it, even when they commented on it. And I'm just like, no, because it was too much of a hassle to wash out. So this is right now an experiment. Because I had no idea it was going to give me this much definition and actually sit where I put it, unless I move it. I'm just waiting for this slick part here to get dry, because it is ridiculous at how much definition there is. I mean, now you can try this at your own risk, but this is just something temporary. What I don't like is the stickiness of it. And I've heard and learned from experience and from seeing some of the ladies here on YouTube that gel is not meant to be moisturizing. So I didn't use a leave-in or anything like that this time. I just really wanted to get it done. And plus, this is temporary because I have another style in mind that I want to do after this. So this will hold me for a few days. At least that's my hope. So I can't really I'm giving you my honest first impressions of GOT2B Ultra Glued as a wash and go. Ain't bad for definition. It ain't bad for slicking it down. I'm just waiting for these little parts to just dry down. But it is sticky. That's my honest opinion. It says non-sticky on the bottle. But it's sticky as it's drying down for me. So we shall see what takes place once this is fully dry.